After 20 plus years of playing guitar, I made one simple change that has completely transformed my playing. Guitar has never felt easier to play and never sounded better. And as you might have guessed from the thumbnail, the secret is the thickness of the Guitar Plectrum. But which one? I'll be doing back-to-back demonstrations of all Fender Celluloid guitar picks. And not just using the typical point, but also using the shoulder just to see how they compare. I really want you to get involved in this, as we'll be doing 9 rounds, both electric and acoustic guitar. Simply write in the comments which you preferred in the comments below. Let's get to it and look at round 1, where I'll just be using the point of the pick, playing a riff. Round 2, let's use the shoulder of the pick. Now let's compare the difference between the point and the shoulder in round 3. Now moving on to round 4, I'm just going to play an arpeggio using the point of the pick. Round 5, let's use the shoulder of the pick. Round 6, point versus the shoulder. Now listen back to all those examples, there is a big difference between the thickness of the pick. The thinner the pick, the brighter the sound, and then the thicker the pick, the warmer the sound. I also found with the thicker the pick, the more stiffer my hand became. Now I don't know why that was, because I'm used to playing with the heavy picks, but just going to a lighter pick, I noticed I was actually using a more relaxed right hand, which was really unusual and really interesting to me. Point versus shoulder, the point was definitely brighter and the shoulder was warmer. Now that's because of the shoulder, you're using more surface area of the pick to hit the string. So the more material equals kind of warmer tone. And what I also found quite interesting, if I was going from the shoulder of the thin to the point of the medium pick, they actually sounded quite similar. And that was quite an interesting find. Now for the next 3 rounds, we're going to be looking at the acoustic guitar. This hasn't been recorded particularly well. I was just using my voiceover mic, so it's not going to be the best demonstration, but I think it's going to give you kind of like an in-room type of sound. We're going to start off using, in round 1, the point of the pick. Round 2, we're going to use the shoulder. Round 3, point versus shoulder. How did that compare to the electric guitar sort of summary? Now with acoustic, I think you've got more variables because every acoustic does sound quite different. You know, you might have a bright sounding acoustic or a warmer sounding acoustic. That's where I think you can really kind of use plectrums in your advantage. You can make a kind of a bright sounding acoustic sound warmer by obviously having a thicker pick, and vice versa. So For my particular guitar that I made it on, I think it's quite a warm sounding guitar unplugged, and I think maybe a thin or medium pick is definitely gonna kind of warrant that type of guitar. Overall, listening back and demonstrating these picks, both electric and acoustic, I've actually got one Guitar Plectrum that I'm going to be probably using for the majority of the time, and that is going to be the Fender Medium. I really think this is an awesome pick. It's actually a lot thinner than I've used before. It's a big surprise to me, but in terms of playing, making my hand relax a little bit more, the sound it gives you, the bit more flex from that medium pick. And I really think this is going to be a good one for you guys to try out if you haven't already. Really interesting to know in the comments below what your favourite sound was for each of these rounds and what your overall guitar plectrum of choice would be. So YouTube has served up this video next in the algorithm, and I'm sure you're going to love it. And please have a look through the channel and subscribe if you really like the content. And I will see you in the next video. And remember to discover, learn, and create something inspiring today. See you next time.